I'm Selby Robson, I farm at Yatesfield. It's up on Otterburn Army Range. Plus we've got another farm 5 mile away down at Otterburn, which is run alongside Yatesfield. On the two farms we'll run about 1,300 ewes plus 300 replacement hogs and 100 cows plus replacements.
Tell me about the soil here. Is it short in any particular trace elements?
Yes, the soil is short, various different trace elements. A few years ago the sheep were deficient, so we've had them blood tested, so that's basically why we started to use the boluses.
What did the blood tests show that the sheep were deficient in?
Calcium, selenium, copper, iron, they were the 3 main ones.
How did that deficiency present itself?
Well, the sheep, they weren't thriving. You could see they were dull with the faces and the coats, and they weren't thriving, they were leaning. When you went to gather them, they wouldn't travel in, and you could see they just weren't doing right. So.
Did you have any mortalities?
We didn't have any mortalities, I don't think, but you could see there was something seriously wrong with the sheep, so we got the vet involved and he started taking blood tests and one thing and another.
And what difference did you notice when you started using the Trayshaw boluses?
Oh, well, I could see a difference, well, not straight away, but not for long after we used them. Like, the sheep were a lot more footy and you could see them brightening up the faces and the coats, and you could see they were starting to thrive. Like, you could see them starting to do. They did a lot better once we started using the boluses, so we've just continued on ever since.
And have they continued to thrive?
Oh yes, definitely. We give them mid-pregnancy. Well, we used to do them in autumn pre-tupping, but we've discovered if we do them mid-pregnancy, the lambs will get the benefit as the boluses as well as the ewe for the first 3 or 4 months of the lamb's life. So that's why we've moved to doing them mid-pregnancy.
How do you see the benefit in the lambs?
Oh, well, you can see that when they're born, they're far stronger and they get up to suck far quicker and they're far footier and they're far healthier as far as you can see.
And then that bolus continues to help the lambs in the first few months of life?
Yes, through the mother's milk. They're getting the vitamins and minerals through the...
You run a suckler herd alongside the flock.
Yes.
And you bolus those as well?
Yes, they're bolused as well, but originally we started bolusing the suckler cows before the ewes. We're getting problems with getting the cows back in calf and cows running the bull. Same again, we got the vet involved and blood tests and same again. Mainly copper and selenium they were deficient on. Originally we used to inject them, but it was a paste we used to inject them. It used to be awful stuff to get out the syringe. So we moved to boluses and it's far easier to bolus them. And plus we're getting a lot of calves before we started bolusing. We were having to suckle and they were awful slow to get up. But when we started bolusing, you could see they were up and they were sucked and they were away. Like they're far brighter and far sharper. There was a definite benefit there as well. The cows in the winter, after they've been bolused, they don't get any concentrate. They just get silage in the shed and that's all they get. They don't need any concentrate because the boluses seem to keep them in good enough condition to see them over the winter. So they carry the fettle over the winter far better. They seem to be far fitter when they go out in the spring. So there's definitely a bonus that way as well. Plus we don't need to give them minerals through the winter either now. They're getting all the minerals and what they need through the boluses. You can see a big difference since we've started to use them. You can see the stock's improved, like definitely. It's been a big improvement. So I would recommend them to anybody. So I don't think we dare stop using them.